What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? Let's plug the bunny with another Book Nook unboxing, and today we're taking a look at the new Serene Courtyard by CuteBee. This is one of their new summer drops in June of 2026, and it is a featured giveaway in our summer charity drive that we were doing over on the Book Nook subreddit, where we're giving away 150 Book Nooks, including the Serene Courtyard. So, this is Serene Courtyard by CuteBee. Alright guys, so already you see the new packaging from CuteBee. One of the reasons I love doing all these videos is I've gotten to see the evolution of these brands' identity as they continue to grow along with the community and the hobby. But opening it back up, we go back to a little more of a traditional, or Animal Crossing, as I call it, like tool pouch here. Alright, let's dig in and see our goodies. Alright, we got a couple things in here, a couple new things. So we have really awesome, like, you know, it's not a Ming vase, but like a, you know, it's plastic. It's cast plastic, but we have like a ceramic, blue and white ceramic vase. We have a little water element here, a little koi pond. I don't know if you guys can see. Two little koi in there. Let's take a picture. We'll put a picture up on the big screen. Maybe. There we go. All right. It looks fuzzy just because it's got that film over the top. We have a little piece of PVC for a window. And then, okay, this is one of their traditional products. So you may have seen my videos where I show one of their next-gen Book Nooks. This is going to be a little old school in that department. All right. So, little emery board. I love that they include it. That's not nearly enough, so we're going to get rid of it. We have our traditional LED setup. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LEDs. Well, this is interesting. We have 5 LEDs. I see 3 plugs. Now I do see 3 places to plug them in. Oh, I know what it is. Silly me. So the touch sensor is not connected to anything yet. So 2 of these plugs are going to be for the touch sensor. 1 plugs in here, 1 plugs in the box. And then this is the touch sensor right here, standard. And then we have our LED setup, which we'll plug in here. You guys know me. I'm going to make the cut right here, and I'm going to connect this directly to a different battery box. Actually, not anymore, because we have switches on this channel, and I'm going to connect this to a physical toggle switch, just like in some of their next-gen kits. And I'm going to eliminate the touch sensor. But that's just me, but it is included in here, and that is the standard LED setup and how CuteBee has been doing it for multiple years. There's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer my switches to be manual physical switches. Sorry guys, I know this is compelling TV as I put something back in a bag off frame, but I don't like the pauses and the jump cuts. So you guys will, I guess, just have to suffer along with me. Alright, and then also in here we have this little strip. These are the tiny little tape squares that they use for wire management. Don't know why they include them. A, they're terrible, and B, CuteBee also uses a system of hooks to clip their wires into the panels, and I'll show you those when we get to them here, which kind of makes that useless. We have another piece of acrylic, which is going to be for another window, probably our top. We have our dust cover faceplate, and then we have our standard CuteBee instruction manual. So a lot of text up front. A little wiring diagram right here, and then we get into it. Some text where it needs to be, but for the most part, we're just using, oh, I don't know how we got so zoomed in, guys. I'm sorry. Let's go to 1.2. There we go. A lot of arrows showing you where things go, and a lot of circled stuff. So even though this did seem to drop with, you know, a little bit of instructions in the back, but for the most part, it's pretty visual. It does seem that though this is dropping with the new The two new Book Nooks, there is a division between their new products and their new products with their new design style. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just keep in mind the difference between their next-gen Book Nooks and their current Book Nooks does include the technology as well. So we have a nice sheet of vellum here with some very crisp designs. Have fun cutting that circle out. And then we have a decal sheet as well. I believe I saw in the instructions these guys roll up for posters, which is kind of a shame because they are really beautiful Japanese artwork. Alright, so we'll go back in with here. We're going to close this really quick, and then we're going to take a look at our pieces. Again, never cut straight down. Alright, don't even do what I'm doing here, but I do see a little hole was already in the plastic, and I'm going to do that. Again, the better way to do it would be to go across the top like that, just because you run way less of a risk of actually cutting into the pieces and damaging the product you just paid for. So on the outside we have beautiful, again, Japanese artwork, really stunning. Mount Fuji, I'm assuming. Really beautiful. Beautiful double side printing. We do seem to jump a little bit in terms of artistic style on the inside. It's not uncommon with a CuteBee kit. Not my favorite thing, but it is not uncommon. Our battery back spot in the back. It almost looks like the painting is burning away, which is really cool. My dog is in a mood today, guys. You can hear Fry in the background, but I guess he's, even though this is Pluck the Bunny, he is the mascot of this channel because he speaks in almost every video. This is going to be our base plate, our floor with our stepping stones in the sand. Maybe an opportunity here to do a thin layer of PVC glue and a thin layer of sand after everything's down to kind of give it more of a realistic textured look. I don't know. It's something you might consider. This is our top piece with our cranes. Very beautiful. That's where the touch sensor will go if you were using the touch sensor. We have a staff or a hook or something here. Some beautiful things though, like the mats of this external structure. Really like all the foliage they've put into this. Does really feel like an outside temple. You are really feeling the meditative atmosphere, and I guess a serene garden, that kind of makes sense. Lots of greens here. All right, lots of stones with some moss. Great opportunities to put on some actual 3D static grass to kind of give that a more realistic, again, look. And these were the hooks I was talking about for our cable management. So why they give you those terrible squares when you're just going to manage the cables anyway, I don't know. Our faceplate's right here. Lots of little pegs. So what these are usually used for, these pegs, are you stick them in the hole in a base plate and then something else sticks on top of that. So usually used for joining two pieces. Okay, we have our roof tiles and our bamboo here. One cool thing you can pick up, and I will try and remember to put a comment in the vehicle description, a link to some 3D bamboo pieces. And you might want to supplement some of these guys in for these 2D pieces. I don't know, maybe, ooh, is it gonna focus? Maybe if I put my hand behind, there we go. There we go, some cool 3D bamboo pieces that you could put there. I don't know, I think that might actually look cooler if you put, you know, 2 or 3 of these here. All right. You gotta figure out how to stick them in the ground, but that's a problem for another day. But that might look cooler than this flat stuff. The roof tiles right here, the scalloped roof tiles that are pretty ubiquitous, at least in American depictions of Japanese architecture. More of that here. We have what looks like a T setup, some plants growing, and some window architecture. I'm guessing this is what those the vellum pieces are going to go behind. Guys, if you do have to secure a piece with tape while you're doing an unboxing, or you just don't want it to fall out while you're building it, make sure you put on the unfinished side because tape can remove the printed surface. All right, and this is going to be the clasp for this right here and this right there for the battery door on the back, side of the house on the inside. I don't know what these little, like, this look like the lifesaver rings you throw. But yeah, guys, so this is a little more straightforward than their next gen stuff. It's a beautiful Serene garden. I think if you did part of their City Walk series, there was a garden tea house, and this kind of feels like an expansion of that. They might look cool as a 1-2 punch if that's something you're interested in doing, and if you like building themes amongst your collection. So if you're seeing this video, please come over to the Book Nook subreddit, sign up to join our raffle. We're giving away, like I said, over 140 different Book Nooks, as long as you make a donation of just as little as $10 to Doctors Without Borders or No Kid Hungry, following the instructions on the on our subreddit. You have an awesome chance to win a free Book Nook just like this one. So until then, this is Pluck the Bunny saying good looking, good nooking.